Hello, everybody. Who's going to be watching later? So we're doing a honeybee inspection. Let me make sure my Wi-Fi is off. I don't need the Wi-Fi jumping back and forth, messing us up on stream today. Hope everyone's doing well, having a good day. It is Monday, I believe. I think so, Monday, all day. We'll be scoping out some bees, seeing if we have a good queen, seeing how our extraction's doing. I don't think they made it, unfortunately. Things happen. Got really cold the other week, so could be a possibility of why. We're going to try to go in with no gloves at first. And we'll see. We'll see if we can do no gloves. Hopefully we can. It's so unfortunate. I so hate it when colonies collapse on me. We're going to bring some of our stuff over here. Okay, pasta, you guys. Привет, как дела, comrade? How are you doing, Russian brother? Today we're going to beehives. They might be Russian bee, they might be Italian, they might be Skaska trash. Who knows? But it is something. We shall check them. Alright. I honestly don't think we have bees in this box, which is sad. We had just extracted them. We were feeding them, and then for whatever reason they decided that they were not going to make it. Probably got too cold for the cluster. I thought it would have been warm enough, but sometimes you're wrong, you know? And everyone, I please ask your patience, bear with me, because this veil on, there's a glare on the phone screen, so I can't really see what you guys are saying. I will try to position the phone in just a minute so I can see everything. But right now I can't, so I do apologize if I'm taking a little bit to get to you guys. But I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you guys being here. Remember, the more you tap that screen and like it and hit those emojis and like the little emote things, like the hearts and stuff like that, the more the bees feel the frequencies, the more chance of me getting stung in the hands, okay? So don't like it too much. And also, same thing, when you type, it sends frequencies to my phone from YouTube, obviously. And that will also excite the bees. Yeah, this colony's cooked. That's such a shame. Ugh. I'm curious if the queen started to lay with this one or not. I put food in because they were starting off with not much. Are they moving? they definitely started storing it. I think it was just too cold for their cluster. That absolutely sucks. There's nectar in there. There's that queen. So she was in the middle of the cluster right there. Here, I'll show you guys comparatively. So if you look, I'm going to spin you around. So you can see that the queen is bigger. She's got like that longer abdomen in the back. And then the regular honeybee. See how she's like a solid color? The other girl is sort of striped up and also not as big, slightly different. But man, that's a bummer. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep her though. She won't go to waste. We're gonna put her in here and she's gonna go right into our swarm trap, swarm commander, which is basically just an alcohol tincture and it has queen pheromone in it. So this, that sucks. They had honey in there. I think it's just too cold for them. What we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be going into this box here next to me, seeing if they are, there's a queen laying or not. She was there the other week, and then I went in the other week, another week after that. I didn't see her, and I didn't see any sign of eggs. So it's possible she went on a mating flight and didn't get mated correctly. There's just so many variables of beekeeping, guys. All right, I'm gonna put you here, like this, I think. What up, Cole? Thank you, brother. So with these bees, they got too cold. They were clustered up, and they just didn't have enough numbers to keep that heat. And I put feed on them because they were freshly extracted. They ate some of it, obviously. You could see that some of this was eaten. So they had food. It's just when they cluster, it went down to like the 20s again for a couple of nights. And I guess the cluster was just too small and they were unable to keep heat. So unfortunately, when they can't keep heat, they freeze to death, which is super sad because that was another colony with some very gentle genetics. All right, no queen on here. Let's see. So we're gonna hopefully have a queen in here today. I don't know, but I'm hoping that we do. No, they're not too happy with me. I hate these natural combs. It's when they extract stuff and they build it. Oh, come on. There's a rubber band. So basically, they'll build however they feel fit, and it's not always the best. Let's see how. Oh yeah, like this. Like they connected these pieces here, which I don't need them getting creative with, you know. So I'm looking for eggs. We have some pollen in here. We're looking for a queen, or we're looking for eggs. If there's a queen at this point in the colony, she's definitely gone out and mated. Otherwise, they would have balled her up and sent her packing. Because the honeybees, the workers, are the ones that decide who's doing what. There is a drone in here, and it doesn't look like a heavy drone population, so I don't think it's gone laying worker. And that's where a worker bee would take the role of the queen, and she'll start to lay. Usually you'll know because you'll have a bunch of eggs at the bottom of every cell. And being that she's not mated, she'll be laying unfertile eggs, which just turn into the boy bees, the drones. I'm not seeing eggs here. Oh, they're falling a little bit. I'm trying to hold this up to the light, guys. I'm sorry. It's so difficult to see on natural comb. I guess they calmed down a little bit behind me. That didn't fly out anywhere, right? I don't think so. I'm curious if they're preparing a swarm, though. They might be. Where's my smoke? I'm going to try to light this up a little bit more. What's up, Jordan or Joanne? Joanne, sorry. Can't really see. Eat some honey? I will if I find some. I don't have any honey in this colony. We're not much honey in this colony. So we're not going to eat anything from them. But if we get some from another colony, absolutely. These girls have quite a populace of deceased in front. Could be that they were getting rid of winter bees. So we have a couple of caps, but nothing that I want to see 3 weeks out from a colony. There's no eggs in this. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there an egg there? There's one egg. There's a drone. Plenty of pollen. So we might have eggs on the next rain. Oh, hold on. There's a couple of eggs there I'm seeing. So we do have eggs. Where's our queen? Yeah, I'm seeing eggs. They're like 1 and 2 day old. Unless we have laying worker. In which case we're going to have a lot of drones, which is no good. Did I hear piping? I'm looking. Oh, don't sting me, please. Please don't sting my hands. Okay, maybe she's on the next frame. So we're going to have this slightly separated from the other ones, just so she doesn't walk over to here, if she is on that. And we'll come back. I have a feeling we have a queen. Thought we did. And usually you have about an 80% chance when you have a new queen come in that she mates successfully and makes it back into the colony. So they haven't even connected this yet. All right, so finger down, boy. Watch my fingers, come on. You know what we're gonna do actually? Because this is not the best. We'll throw a couple more rubber bands on here. Piss them off a little bit. Hello, watch my fingers. Again, we've got eggs. But I'll tell you, I don't think she got mated well. Don't sting me. Thought about it. Huh?
But not like...
Not tough?
Not like super aggressive.
You like watched her for a minute or two?
Yeah, I was just there for a few minutes.
Okay.
We just have to watch it, okay?
Okay. So we have eggs, but I don't see a queen.
We have eggs?
Yeah, but that could be a laying worker. We got a decent amount of drones too. But I did, huh? Who's feisty? Yeah, just a little bit.
Are they roaring?
No, so they don't have like that queenless roar, but I'm trying to remember last year from our laying worker colony if they had a queenless roar. I don't know if they did. The drones are so clumsy. I hate working with a veil. No, there's the queen right there. No, we got her right here. There is a queen in here. She just does not look mated. Not right anyway. Yeah, there is a queen. All right. She's there. She's square. I'm just gonna leave her. Let her do her thing. Alright. Let's go into a big colony. And really piss it off. Alright, we got a queen.
Yeah?
There is a queen. I just think maybe she didn't mate fully. So what they're gonna probably do is they're probably gonna re-queen her. But we'll see what happens. Huh?
But there's a queen.
There is a queen.
Okay. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Alright. we're gonna go into another colony. Just been thinking about this hobby. Oh, you should do it. If you like bees, you like getting stung. Look at all these girls. They are going crazy today. They're bringing in a lot of good pollen. Look at all the yellow coming in on them. 9 eggs from your aunt yesterday. Nice. Using them on a pound cake. Sweet. Stink bug. Alright. Let's see how these girls are doing. Alright. Which side do we want to work them from? These ones are tough, right? I found them. That's a dead out. I guess we'll work them. Nope, we're going to work them on this side. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be the best area for me to work. So let's hit the guards with a little bit of smoke. We'll re-smoke our hands, so hopefully they don't say sting the crap out of this guy. They're thinking about it. Alright, so I don't think we're going to have much up here on this top box. We're about to find out. So smoke in the entrance. And then we're going to pop up this lid. Or smoke underneath here a little bit. Just like that. Let it settle. Alright, so I'm not seeing any work going on up in front, which is fine. They're starting a little bit. Well, they're not be connected. We're gonna pop this off. Oh boy, piss them off. There you go. That'll be good. Right, make sure I'm not seeing my queen up here. Hopefully. Doesn't look like it. But now you see just below. You see all these bees right here? That is a good population of bees. So we're gonna give them some smoke. Hopefully not get stung. We're gonna start working from our outside edge in. So this is a bumping colony here. So we pull this frame. We still got a nice frame of honey right in here. Do I have a bee on my forehead? I don't think you guys can see that, but it feels like it. Okay, come on, guys. Move. I don't need to get you brushed. We're about to throw gloves on. We're about to throw some gloves on because I'm pissing them off big time on that one. Shit. You know what I need to do right now, actually? A little 1-2. Shake them off. Back in 2 seconds. I need my... Need to fix this a little bit. This is in my way here. That's just great. Come on. Now we can hopefully get this. Oh, great, that sucks. Maybe we are going to work through something. We have a little bit more room here. There's a hive beetle. Like crushed the beetle. Very good. I'd do this. Hide. 1, 2. Shake him off of there. There he is. Send him packing. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Where's my smoke? Rice. Of course, I don't have a freaking other screw there. Of course not. Guys, you guys are seeing some wild colonies basically right now, because these girls were all swarms from last year. So these bees are pretty crazy. And I have no idea, I have a little idea what kind of genetics we had. But honestly, no clue what we're working with as far as niceness. We got larvae there, that's good. They got... I'm just trying to see what kind of stores we're working with. Oh my god. This is just so propolized. I'm about to throw gloves on because I'm going to get stung to shit. I know it. Any second it's coming. Trees. Wow, good brood pattern. Probably have a queen right on here. They're massive. I could take this colony right now and probably split them. I think I need to split them. You know what we're going to do? I'm not even going to go any further with this, because this needs to... We need to figure out what the hell they're doing in here. I'm going to try to put this in nicely. I got eggs. We're going to check underneath. We're going to put our other frame back. We're going to pop open. We're just going to check real quick. And we're probably going to split this down into like 3 colonies. They're so strong. Listen to that break open. That's the propolis seal going. All right. So, the idea with this is I'm going to give them a little bit of smoke just to keep them calm, hopefully. Stop those pheromones from going nuts. We have somebody buzzing the tower. He's about to sting my hands. Don't sting me. I'm putting gloves on. With these manipulations, they're not going to be too happy with me. So, what we're going to do, we're going to pop this hive up and forwards, and we're going to see underneath, see if we have any queen cells, to see if they're thinking about swarming. If they are, we immediately have to adjust this and switch them around. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we've got a lot of brood, or drone brood rather. So that means that's a good sign. So we have drone brood that's capped. You can see they sort of look like 22 bullets. So they're capped up. We put them there. They might bring them back inside, but I'm cleaning up this space quick. Yeah, because this is going to cause hell for me. We have a couple of queen doves. we have a charge queen cup. Alright, so that means that these guys are wanting to swarm already. Holy shit. Alright. Alright, I get you. Watch out, girlies. So, honestly, I think we're just going to do an even split right now. We're going to pop this box down. Actually, what we need to do is we need to find a queen. Shit. Oh, my life just got a lot more difficult. I'll tell you. Trying not to take all these cells. Some of them are okay, because we're obviously going to need them. But let's see. Here's the charge one I just saw. I did see the charge cell, I think. I was definitely thinking of it. And honestly, this is a good colony. They're strong. They overwintered well. They built up strong. They still are full of honey. I saw a cell that was charged up. Maybe I ripped it off by accident. Alright. That is so heavy. You have a thing there, right? Oh man, this is just a disaster. I didn't paint my boxes last year because I was absolutely scrambling to get everything in place quickly enough, because we had so many swarms and recoveries, so everything sort of got neglected and it was just done quick, not right, and that's never good. That pissed them off, I'll tell you. So right now what I gotta do is I have to get these 3 frames up so I can zip these screws in a little bit. Oh, they're pissed. And of course everything is stripped out here. That's just freaking terrible. Oh boy. This is what you get, guys, when you take on way more than what you're capable of as far as doing things by yourself. Honestly, what I think we might do is I think we might pull this box, give them a whole new box, but we're going to have to split them, so we're going to do that in the split. So we need to find our queen first. Wow, what a pattern, man. Look at all that brood. This is a solid queen. We got eggs out the wazoo here. We'll probably draft from these guys. Absolutely wicked brood pattern. But yeah, we gotta find this queen, we gotta split this colony. what I'd like to do, if I could find this queen right now, I'm gonna put her in a box with a bunch of brood, because these guys are all nurse bees, or they should be nurse bees. And then I'm going to, oh boy, don't drop it like that. Then I'm going to shake a bunch more bees into the nucleus with them to help them keep warm and all that good stuff. And then whatever's left, if I have a queen, right, as long as I leave the old colony with some brood and food, they'll raise up a new queen, A-okay. But oh my god, this colony is massive. Full sheet of brood up there. This is a mess, this box. Of course, that strips out. Don't ever not paint your boxes. Take your time and paint your boxes, okay? Because you're going to be kicking yourself in the ass like I am right now. See, if I was to leave her with the swarm cells, the chances are they're going to swarm anyway. So if I remove the queen from the colony with a bunch of bees, they're going to be like, okay, we've swarmed, so that's what they're going to think. But again, the bees are going to be bees, and they're going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So if it's in their head that we're going to swarm, well, that's what they're going to do. All these frames are just falling right down. This sucks. Oh. She should have been on my other frames over back the other way. But she could be in the top box right now too. I had to just go through everything. This is why people do demery splits. Alright. The final finder, I'm just going to put them together and we're going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to go through one more frame. I don't think she's on the outside. I could be wrong. She might be on the outside. A lot of pollen over here. No eggs though. On this side though. There's some larvae here. Let's see. We have a queen. Queen, queen, queen. Scanning in a circle. The best way to find them. Also, not wearing a veil would be the best way as well, but don't do that, especially as a new beekeeper. You see, I've got my gloves on because they are just absolutely wild. There's so many bees in this box. Holy crap. Okay, so I'll just check one more, just to be sure. Take a second to appreciate how many bees are right there. Hold on, guys. I can't see if I'm on it or not. Hopefully I am. That's a lot of bees. But these girls need to get split like yesterday. So we're just gonna smoke them up a little bit. We don't want them getting crushed. Oh man. That's heavy. Whew. And they don't care about this space that we give them. All right. First one. Absolute madhouse. Fuck. All right, let's see. Let's see what I got going on over here. Let's just see. Shall we? Okay. We're just gonna go on these stacks. I want to see if they're up top or not. They're not even using the bottom entrance, which is crazy, which means that I'm thinking this top box is going to be jamming with bees. And probably they're definitely starting to draw out my frames. Maybe not though. Smells good. Smells like honey. Well, we got some girls up here. I don't know if they're starting anything or not, but let's see what we got going. Of course, we have another frame that's going to be dropping in. Let's give it some smoke. We got a helicopter coming through, guys. I'm pretty sure that this frame of honey is 3 years old now. They have never touched this. The reason I know is because of that chipped corner. I don't know why they've never gone on it. Same with this one. This is last year's honey, but massive. Delicious. Very tasty, actually. Oh my gosh. There's a little piece that ripped on the bottom, so that's how I was able to get it. Taste. Stick it right to the veil, risk a sting right through your face. That was just squeaked a little bit weird. Same thing, honey, 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 honey. And are we honey bound? Probably. This hive went honey bound last year as well. They're just super, super good at staying small, this genetic line, as far as their cluster goes, but maintaining all the heat that they need. And unfortunately, I can't take from either of these boxes because they've been treated with chemicals. This is before I realized I should spend a lot of money and do organic treatment. So this colony sort of shit out of luck. with that, I can't extract it for human consumption. I feel like I got it clean on this one here. We have larvae, a hive beetle, because of course they're here this year, right? We got a lot of larvae. We got a couple of eggs down there. There's our queen. Where you at, girl? She's probably on our next frame over. Oh, hive beetle, hive beetle, hive beetle. Come here, boss. I hate these things. Got him. That one didn't make it. Alright, let's check next frame. Where's the queen? Let's give him a little bit of smoke. Keep him working. Nice and slow up. So you can see the difference of this colony compared to the last one we were in. If you guys are still sticking around, this colony is so much more gentle and calm. So probably I won't be pulling from that one over there. I'm trying to think where that swarm came from. It might have been one of my wilds that I caught. But I really want to keep more gentle genetics. Like, yes, they're massive. Yes, they built up super quick. So they could be Russian or something. But I want to leave them in my yard, obviously, to create genetic diversity. But I'm just thinking as far as what kind of temperament I want in my bees. I want bees that are good-mannered and also produce a lot of honey, as well as overwinter well. So over time, our mutts will turn into good bees, hopefully. You guys just take a second to appreciate all that right there. Those bees just working, doing their thing. Again, we have lots and lots of eggs. We've got a lot of cat brood. But they're damn good at hiding these queens this year. I really should start marking queens, but I'm stupid and lazy. I'd rather hunt for them and find them and take more time out of my day. Come on, don't break the hive. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's gonna break. Maybe this ought to work. That side move. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Wow. Let's see what we can do here. Oh god. We got it, guys. A lot of bee bread. That means pollen. So a lot of pollen on this side. We got so much stuff on this side. Just some nectar. I'm curious if they've worked our queen down. Let's find out. Hold on, actually, let me clean that spot up quick. But again, they're not doing anything as far as moving their honey up, which is not good for me. That means I'm gonna have to split them. Oh shit, that just broke it right in half. Need a frame. Yeah, we got the new frame. Not right now. So if they're not moving honey up, right? I have to either put foundation that's already drawn so they feel like they have room, or split them. And that's all gonna just cause more headache if I don't have the drawn comb. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of drawn comb. I have some, but not much. Where's the dog barking at? We might have to be popping off here soon, guys, because we're about to start going to low battery. says already. Because I work a lot quicker when I'm not explaining what I'm doing. Let's smoke them up. We're going to pop open the bottom just to make sure. Good. Just clean this up a little bit, shall we? Rather stay ahead of this than it gets too crazy and I can't get around to it. So right there. Man. Just work it slowly, guys. This is ridiculous. Lay down. I don't think we have any worry down here. That's a lot of. So they're fermenting right now. But why are they honey bound already, man? Holy shit. I put their honey supers on way early this year. I put them on in like March. Because I was afraid of this. This happened last year where I had to extract. My bottom box is basically like empty, so they have room. They've got room to lay. I don't know what they're doing though. Yeah, this is empty, which is nice. So we just have basically one box of these. That's what it's looking like to me. No one's down here doing nothing. So one box of bees, we have a sting in our arm. I like it. So odd. It's like so weird. Alright. So we're gonna close them back up. They've got brood, they've got emerging stuff. Hopefully what they're gonna do is they're gonna eat through some stores, make some room, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna store honey up top, right? And as they do that, they're gonna push the queen down into the bottom box, but the bottom box is empty, so that means they're definitely good as far as. I'm gonna get some of this off of here. So they don't have, or they don't need room like the other box. The other box absolutely is in need of a split. Like they're so massive. So these girls, I could leave them, and they should be okay, probably until mid-May without a swarm, unless they get honey bound up. But as they get more foragers and they have more supply and everybody's out doing their thing, that's when they'll start drawing more wax. And again, the bees only draw wax at a certain age, so they're probably still in here figuring out what the hell's going on. Don't get a hernia. But I'm gonna leave these girls with the box. I know it's a bit of space for them, but I would honestly rather them have that space. And you'll hear some keepers say too much space is a bad thing, but I'll tell you from experience, too little space is a bad thing as well. But they've got the bottom box that they could filled up with, and because once they start storing, because our nectar flow is really about to get kicking, we're about to have dandelions come up, and once that starts, then the peaches and wild blackberry, our apple trees. So we're about to have everything start in May, and once that gets going, that's when we're going to be like absolutely crazy with the bees. Let's see how 2 is doing. I feel like 2, maybe 6 over there may have been doing crazy. So we got a little, I don't know, a couple ounces of wax right here. That's pretty cool. Always fun getting wax. It's a little messy and not really sticky today because it's not too terribly hot. Hold on. You guys should have told me you weren't facing this thing. Hold on. No, I'm doing. Bring it on the backside. I just feel like it's really loud with the bees buzzing there. Let's see what we could do for you. How's that? How's that look? That looks good? Probably. Something like that. But I have to work this how I'm going to work it. Oh, there's a big old carpenter bee down there. I'm going to whack him. I don't need him drilling holes in any of my colonies. I didn't get him good. Yeah, so all bees are good, but carpenter bees are bad. They're bad for my apiary. They're bad for my house. Alright, so these girls are more so up here. So that's cool. Definitely cool. This. But they're not drawing anything yet, so but at least they're interested, which means that they have more bees than the last colony. And of course I have a frame that's rotted. Come on, girls, propylize that. Oh my lord. This colony's bumping. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop them open real quick. We're gonna check. Oh yeah, they're massive. So they're filling up both boxes. That's super good. That tells me they're doing a good job. I'm gonna scrape a little bit of this, smoke them out. I just hate having this burr comb connect in between. Just causes issues. So we have a little queen cup, not charged, cool, but they're gonna definitely be thinking about swarming with the numbers that they got here. Okay, let's give them a little inspection. I'm sure we have a queen with the amount of bees that are in this colony. And they're gonna definitely be doing really good once that flow starts. Not sure how you guys can see right now, but y'all feel deal. So they're drawing this. They're actually starting to draw this more. That's a good thing, because this was what's it called? This was sort of just this foundation up here. So they're starting to draw that. I like to see that. Let's see, they're drawing this one out. Yeah, you see all this new wax coming in. So they're doing their thing. That means that we have wax building bees in this hive. Super good. All right, so now we have this one. So this is an older frame from my mentor. I don't usually get the yellow foundations like that. I usually get the black foundation. Just much easier to see when you're working your brood chambers, so you're able to see the baby bees. So like if you look at this one, there's black down there below, and that is allowing you to see any eggs a lot easier because the eggs are white. So on that black background, it's very, very nice. So we got a little bit of nectar they're storing up. See how fat that is? Not sure if you can see how much the sticks past over here. That's never good, and that's because that other frame on the other side is not drawn out fully. So what I'm probably gonna have to do eventually this summer is like come in and either replace comb or pull those old combs out and put new ones in and allow them to build new. Oop, I just smushed you, I'm sorry, lady. So basically put new comb in, allow them to rebuild them. And then I could also just come in with a knife and slice through that old stuff. Let's see if our queen's in here. Here, queenie, queenie, queenie. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in the bottom box right now, for the fact that we have all the bees in the bottom and all these bees up top. So that's showing me that they're storing nectar, and of course they're not wanting to draw. One's not hot. They usually like to draw wax around 90 degrees. But we do have brood up here, so that's why they're up here keeping it warm. That's a good thing. But I'm not... Oh, there's eggs. Okay, so we got eggs up here. I'm assuming we have eggs downstairs as well. So if I was inspecting, I could stop right here once I see eggs. I didn't see any swarm cells underneath. They could very well be on the bottom if the queen's on the bottom, because this is quite a big colony. And our swarm started happening last year, probably around, I want to say April 20th. Once our goats started getting born, that's when our swarm started happening. So we got plenty of brood here. See all the cappings. My low battery's on, guys. I'm not sure if you can still see or not, but let's see if I could touch it. There we go. So I'm gonna have to jump off here soon. These yellow frames. There's our queen. Right there. You guys see her? She's massive. Where does she go? There she is. She's just cruising, doing her thing. Sweet. Thanks, lady. Alright, we're putting her back. We're not going to mess with her too much. Don't want to stress her out in the year. So always go nice and easy with the two frames next to her. Just because you know she's there, and you could, not saying be aggressive, but you could be a little bit more harsh with your outer frames, pushing them in, because you know where she is. All right. I don't think we're swarming because we didn't have any charge stuff up here, and there are girls up top in this box, so I think they're gonna do a-okay and just start building. But we'll find out. I'm gonna give them another week. I'll check them, because now is the time of the season that you really want to get in there weekly if you're like really making manipulations and doing all that good stuff. Let's see how Hive 3 is doing. They were really like weird the other week. Not light, well, not necessarily light, but not like packed, jammed full of bees. What you guys here? This colony, the 4, is like ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I hate these tripods, man. Keeps on falling on me. All good, Pure, all good. I'll be here until either my phone takes a shit or I jump off. I don't know. I've gone through a couple colonies today. We had one more dead out. So these bees, they were so light the other week that I didn't give them a honey suit. As you can see, but they're all up here now, so that is a good sign. Piss them off a little bit, just in case she's up here. Knock them down. Always look for the queen up top, but not always going to find her. Sometimes she'll be there. Usually she's not. but always a good idea to check. So again, this probably needs to get re-waxed. It feels a little bit dry. They usually like the fresh stuff. Same with this. This is, again, dry. Just older foundation that I got from my buddy, my mentor. So this, you can see that they're actually chewing through this right here, right? They're eating the food. So they chew through, and like a lot of these light colored bees are younger, but you can see they uncap the wax. Usually they'll put the wax somewhere else. Sometimes it just falls to the ground. A little bit of smoke. We're gonna move through quickly on this one. Much bee population in here. They're mostly just in this one box. So what I think I might do, because they're super nice, I might break these guys down into 2 nucleuses. Possible. But I don't know. I don't even know if they have the resources for that, honestly. Again, here. Right there, she's moving. She's an orange girl. Right there, you see her? There she is. So we're gonna put her on that. Let her do her thing. I want to check below quickly to see what the hell is going on. So this colony is so light. I'm gonna put this right here on top of here. Just so they don't go anywhere. Yeah, this colony is so light, and they have all this room, so... Alright, there's some bees down there. They'll figure it out. Not too worried. Yeah, bee diarrhea. Bee diarrhea is disgusting, you guys. Ugh, so nasty. Gross. Oh, I just smushed the bee. Sorry, girl. We're gonna let them do their thing. They really need to like build up, but when that brood hatches, that's another 10,000 bees. That should fill out 3 more frames of this. As long as they do that, they'll be okay. Alright, the next colony, I have a feeling we're gonna get stuck in shoot. Definitely that one over there is gonna get nailed. But I think that might be it. I'm about to hit 10%. I swear at the peak too. So there's that. I will give you guys the excitement of opening this next colony. This is colony 4, technically 5 or 6, but we renamed everybody just for ease of everything. These guys were absolutely bonkers before, so I hope we don't get stung right now. I think they're drawing the honey supers out. definitely up here propolising it, I'll tell you that. Queen, queen, queen. Don't see her. Piss them off. Massive. Alright, well, they're up here. They're working it. They're 100% interested. That's good. But this colony, for whatever reason, like last year, they had a bunch of frames that they just didn't draw very well. So they're probably going to have to work through that. So I don't know if they're going to necessarily get any honey from me this year. But we're definitely going to have them build for us this year. So we're going to see what goes on with that. They're stacked in the bottom box, though, I'll tell you. So they're festooned here. See how they're on this frame? They're starting to draw it. Up on top, you can see that wax, depending on the angle of the camera. So they're starting to draw this, which is really good. Next frame, they're also starting to draw. Super good. That means that they're staying busy. I don't think these girls are going to swarm on me. Yeah, they're really drawing this one up. Very nice. Cool. Let me get rid of that. Don't need all that brood. Also, getting rid of some brood, everybody, if you don't know, will get rid of varroamite, or at least some of them. It'll slow them because they breed within the brood, the drones, I should say, not the brood, the drones. Queen cup at the bottom of that one. More drones. Probably look at my queen first, right? Stop being stupid, Mike. Another cup is a charge. No charge. No charge. Ah, yeah, no charge, buddy. That'll really piss it off. What we got? Is that larva? Got a massive population. Awesome. Oh man, they have so much drone brood, guys. I know it's not great to crush on, but if it'll help reduce varroamite, that's a solid pattern. Damn, dude, she's good. She's good. We'll leave this one because it's not hers. We'll put it on this one. Queen, 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 queen. Where you at, queen? Hi, queen. I don't mind when they're on the side, but it's when they're on the bottom and connecting frames below, and then I can put them back and accidentally crush my queen. That's when it's a problem. That's a problem. Yo, you over there, that's the problem, man. Yeah, they call me the solution. Let's see, are they hiding there? Maybe next spring. I'm guessing next spring, probably. I don't want to go crazy with smoke. That's going to cause them to ball her up. Really fox with them, you know what I'm saying? And they have so... Oh, we got a charge cut. Shit. There is a So they are thinking about swimming. These sons of guns. But you're not going to swim with no cup, I'll tell you that. So let's pull this. 100% there's a egg in that cell. I don't think it's a practice cell either at that point. Solid brood, man. Solid freaking brood. I know there's a queen in here, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun. And here's my little zippy gun. One of these there, YouTube, not a real one, just a DeWalt screw gun. Because I'm stupid, that's why. Alright, oh my gosh, this whole bottom box is just fucked. What happens when you don't get into them early enough. But it's been cold. They've been busy. Even though it's been cold, they've been busy. And also this box sucks below me because this whole fucking box, excuse my language, is just falling in on itself, which sucks. There's things up there, huh? You got anything loaded, charged? Bye-bye. There we go. Remove dronies. I'm not even gonna go through this bottom box. This bottom box is so fucked. Alright, what's gonna have to happen is these girls are gonna have to get inspected again a little bit quicker than a week, which is really what you want to do, is be every week in there. And we're gonna have to do it because I need to get new equipment on them and then fix this old equipment and hope that I can fix it. Alright, put this box back up. I'm basically gonna have to like pull these boxes to the side, put every frame back in the new box, call it a day. And then pull that box that they were in and hope that I could fix it. Where did my other thing go? There it is. Bricks on the ground. So we're queen right. We have a queen. I know that. Alright guys and girls, I'm going to pop off because it's so bad for your phone to die, so I'm going to go charge it. Thank you guys for being here and hanging with me today, even though you guys are so quiet. But appreciate you guys watching and looking and learning and listening to me babble about bees. But anyway guys, wherever you're at, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll catch everyone on the next one. Take care guys.